got this feeling inside my bones. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we're in the zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good song in my feet. Feel that hot breath in my body when it drops. Oh, I can't take my eyes above it. Moving so phenomenally. You gon' like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting too close. When we're moving, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so stay dancing. I am awesome, I am really feel like on. I am not no feel like on. I am in my feel like on. I am very on. Awesome, I am really feel like on. I am not no feel like on. I am in my feel like on. I am very on. All things I shouldn't do, dance, dance, dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we're in the zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, that good song in my feet. Feel that hot breath in my body when it drops. Oh, I can't take my eyes above it. Moving so phenomenally. You gon' like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. You're creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so stay dancing. I am awesome, I am really feel like on. I am not no feel like on. I am in a feel like on. I am very on. I am really feel like on. I am not no feel like on. I am in a feel like on. I am very on. All those things I shouldn't do.
Listen, everyone, before the show gets started, I want to first let you know that you can always support the show via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. All financial contributions are greatly appreciated, and we really do thank you so much. Now sit back and let's enjoy.
What is going on, everybody? Hope all is well. Listen, thank you so much for being here. We're going to have an awesome show today. Listen, my guest is here, Cadence. Ashley, I'm so happy that she's here. We're going to have a great conversation. She's in the back, y'all. She's about to come on. But I just want to make rules. You know, we're going to be respectful here, as we always do, to our guests and whatever their opinions are. You know, we're respectful. We laugh, we joke, but we're all about respect here, like for real, for real. But I am going to introduce my guest. She's coming on. And I'm very happy, and I really do appreciate her being on the platform today. And she had some appointments and things today, but I'm happy that she was able to make it. But anyways, without further ado, here is my guest, Miss Candace Ashley. How are you, lady?
Cadence, God bless you, King.
Wait,
Thank
your
you
thing
for
is
having
messing
me
up.
on the show.
Wait, you got earphones?
Oh, I need earphones for this.
Your sound is messing up.
Oh no. I think I do, but I would have to run inside and look in my bag. Can you wait just a moment?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm actually outside, like at a business. So let me go inside and get my headphones, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you good.
Okay.
Listen, guys, she's coming on while she's going to go get her headphones. Listen, make sure you share the live, okay? Share the live. We're going to have a very interesting conversation on today. Hey, Thais, Miss Sheila, Kay, Amy, Ben, what's going on, everybody? Jill said you can hear her. Okay. Now, maybe it's me. Let me see. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, Jill said I can hear her good. Okay. All right. What's going on, everybody? Listen, today's show we're conversating with I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this. We're conversating with a Trump supporter, and also Cadence does have some involvement with the Black Lives movement. This is going to be very interesting.
I apologize. My headphones are at the house. You guys
You
can't hear
sound
me at
great. I
all.
don't know what I did something. I refreshed my screen. You sound great.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
So Cadence is a Trump supporter. I think Cadence, did you tell me you do support the Black Lives Matter, Black Lives movement?
Okay, so I'll get into that a little bit. I support Black Lives Matter for what they stand for. However, a lot of the investigation and the research that I've done, it concerns me that they do not give a lot of the funding back into the Black communities.
Gotcha. Okay.
There needs to be some funding going into the justice system to stop this mass incarceration of African Americans, these shootings. All of this is totally unjust. And that is the one area that I feel like the Trump administration has done very poorly on.
Okay. So we're getting ready to get into this because a lot of people, I wanted to do this conversation with actually another guy I knew as well. I'm in South Florida. And I gave this invitation to Marcus Rogers. And and honestly, Kate, it's like I was telling everybody earlier on a different show, these type of conversations, they're not to bash or to beat, one another up, but just to have dialogue to say, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I don't get this. I get this. Boom. You support this. I support that. But we can still, work together and be cool. Because again, I may like red beans and rice. You may like rice and cabbage. Hey, I may not like it.
Right.
You may, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when I initially talked about this, I wanted to really talk about as far as with Trump, he has, how do I say this? A lot of things have transpired in his presidency. And you as being a Trump supporter and, involved in a lot of things, especially in the church, how do you feel about a lot of the things that he has allowed or
Oh Lord, I'm so sorry for the background noise. Please forgive me. Me being a Trump supporter, can you repeat that again? How do I feel about what?
how do you feel about the injustice system as far as like the major killings that's been going on, and he has not said anything towards it or anything like that, never try to tell the people to stop the foolishness, stop the rioting, although it's not necessarily up to him, it's to the people. But as being the president of the United States, I do believe that it is a responsibility as the leader of the United States to say something to the people, to try to like just at least say I did say something.
Absolutely. And like I said, that is the one area that I feel like that his administration has handled extremely poorly. And I do not agree with the lack of rhetoric. He's very outspoken when it comes to blue lives, when it comes to law enforcement, when it comes to the police and the justice system, and the lack of not speaking out against the injustice against African Americans at this time. And really since the founding of the United States, period, really has been an issue that has bothered me, honestly. And it is why I am in the process of creating a platform along with a few other African Americans. I went to the Trump rally in DC this past week, and we had the opportunity to just circumstantially fly back with some of the people in Trump's cabinet. And I, some interviews will be given. There's some connections that have been made, and basically let them know that, look, there is an issue here and it needs to be handled. And the reason I'm approaching the Trump administration about this now is because I truly do believe that he will be president again.
Okay, now we're gonna touch on that too. So
Okay.
in his administration, and I know you're not responsible for it, but I've listened to some of the lives, and I watch people and what they post and everything like that. Why do you guys feel like he is the best president? Because this is just me, Cadence.
Yeah.
Things that I've seen, it's like anything goes. Like, just for the simple fact right now that, again, this is just what I'm saying, what I've tallied up, just for the simple fact that Biden has won, he feels that he should win. And
Mm-hmm.
you and so many others are like, he's going to be the president again. And I'm confused because I'm really confused because I'm like, he really won. Like, he really won.
Right. Well, that's debatable, but my reason for standing with Trump being the United States president has nothing to do with natural facts, natural circumstances. Anybody that knows anything about me, I'm ordained as a prophet. My spiritual parents are African American. Not that is supposed to give me some type of brownie points.
Right.
I've really been raised in the Black church. My parents were ordained ministers under the Foursquare denomination. My dad would house African and Haitian missionaries. So, I mean, I've been around the Black community my whole life. We were never taught to see color. We were really raised with an end time worldview. I think it's important that when you have, and I'm not just speaking to you, but when different white people that are Trump supporters are being interviewed concerning the president and his beliefs, or rather anybody in general, or being interviewed about anything, it's important to not stereotype and say, oh well, she's the typical mindset of all white people, and really see what was the unique worldview they were brought up in. Growing up, it was always, it's the end times, it's the rapture, it's the end times, it's the rapture. And I tried so hard for a long time to just kind of get that mindset out of my life because it really brought me a lot of torment. But in 2007, I had a supernatural visitation from the Lord. And what he spoke to me was that there would come a time where he was going to bring the body into total unity, and that denominationalism would cease to exist, that skin color would not be something that is recognizable anymore, that there would be such a spirit of agape love that would be poured out, that we would not see the black and white, like the Bible says, there's neither Jew nor Greek, male or female, not bond or free, but all are one, and all are in Christ. And so when the Lord began to kind of reveal to me that this almost rebirth of this Martin Luther King revolution was going to take place again, but not necessarily just take place in the black community, but in the whites, the black, Hispanic, all races unifying together. He began to show me that he would be raising up leaders and people that would not be scared to confront different government officials that were doing shady things behind the scenes. Okay, let me explain it like this. The Spirit of the Lord told me, and this is going to get really deep and it's going to sound crazy, but he began to talk to me about the world bankers and the Bilderbergers and the Rockefellers and those that control our money and the Federal Reserve and the Illuminati and, connected into the high profile celebrity life and things like that. And he said, I will take the wealth of the wicked and I will divinely transfer it to the righteous, is what he clearly told me. So when Trump started running for president, probably in, I think it was 2015, his face really came on the scene. I was looking at all the candidates at the time, didn't really have opinion about anybody. And I honestly thought he was a character and I thought he was hilarious. And so I remember Prophet Jeremiah Johnson released a word that said, Trump will be the trumpet. And I said, okay, God, what are you saying here? So I went into some prayer and fasting over it. And the Lord began to show me, like King Cyrus, and I know that's kind of become a theme also amongst evangelicals, he would use him. But the Lord said to me, he said, Trump being president has nothing to do with natural politics. It has nothing to do with abortion. It has nothing to do with gay rights. It has nothing to do with the economy. It has nothing to do with national security. It has nothing to do with racial relations. He says, I am bringing Trump in power so that my government on earth can rule and reign as kings and priests and usher in the final great awakening. He said, every person that has had a business, every person that has a ministry that's been put on the sideline. He said, these people that have been in high places that rule, that have authority over high systems, he said, they have held back the wealth of my people. And he said, I will use Donald Trump in the area of money and economy to cause the wealth transfer to happen. And I said, God, when will this take place? He said, under Trump's second term. And he said, the warfare he will experience will be extremely heavy. So the only reason I am a Trump supporter only has to do with what the Spirit of the Lord particularly revealed to me. He did tell me, and I will say this boldly, and it might sound too deep and it might sound crazy, but I will say this. He did tell me that if the other party was to succeed, he told me that there would be an invasion from China and Russia. So I'm not looking necessarily on who stands for what or what. This, to me, this is a war of, this is it. So to me, that's why I'm saying I'm not really like the typical white person that has like these, Southern roots of why I'm voting for Trump. I've seen things wrong with the administration. There are things that he's done that have bothered me. There's things that he said that have hit me the wrong way. But when it comes to who I stand by for president, it's solely based on the prophetic realm and what the Spirit of the Lord has revealed to me concerning the assignment he has on that candidate's life. That's it.
Okay. So I respect that. I can't tell you what the Lord said to you, but so in watching all of it, and in respecting your views and everything. And I'm just, because again, like, people know me as a very controversial person, and I can't go in, but I'm just like, you know what? I want people to be able to come and be on the platform and not be like, oh my God, I'm gonna get ripped a new one when I come over here. So let's get right to this. So with Trump, and I've watched all of this. I have just been sitting back for 4 years in like literal just shock and amazement. Again, you support him when he went to Puerto Rico and acted like he did when he went to Puerto Rico, tossing paper towels and just acting like he couldn't touch the people. Melania went down there with some high cape Christian Louboutins on. I know the shoes. And, everybody couldn't do anything, calling Haiti a shithole country. And, when he was even doing the debate with Joe Biden, he was telling the good old boys to stand down or stand back or something like that. It was just like, what is going on here? Like, and then, just for even the statement, and I'm gonna say this to you because you spiritual, I'm spiritual too. Trump said, "Make America great again." Trump said, "Make America great again." And to me, I do believe this. Trump has every opportunity and ability in the 4 years to make America the greatest. But everything that has happened in 4 years, as far as even with the impeachment stuff that was going on, talking about grabbing the women by the pussies and carrying on, I'm like, and even the whole transition from Barack Obama, it was a big difference. And me personally, I feel like this, that America didn't appreciate the 8 years of somewhat of some peace and somewhat of integrity that was in the office. Now, it doesn't take away that Donald Trump is
You're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think so. Go ahead.
It doesn't take away from the fact that Trump is a businessman. I was just looking at something on YouTube yesterday and just kind of going through some files and stuff. He really is a multi-billionaire businessman, and he makes a lot of moves.
Right.
Crazy moves, but he makes a lot of moves. Real estate and everything like that. I mean, it's phenomenal. But I think as a president, he is a celebrity. He's a celebrity, mogul, realtor, TV personality. That's what he is. And that's what we have in the White House. because he's firing key essential people that are supposed to be in place. And I've not seen people being fired out of office since I've been on this earth like this. And I again, it's just, to me, it's ridiculous. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. It's ridiculous because it's like, this is not Celebrity Apprentice. This is the president of the United States. Like, you just can't say, oh, you did somebody like, you're fired. Oh, you didn't move fast enough when I told you to move, you're fired. Like, that's not how this works. And so the reason why I said, okay, even as a Trump supporter, how do you see this stuff and feel? Because again, everybody is like gung-ho behind him, but it's like, y'all really are cool with all this stuff going on?
No, I believe he has some of the wrong people in his cabinet. He's a character himself. There's definitely some humble pie that needs to be eaten there. When I was asleep in March, when COVID first came out, the Spirit of the Lord visited me in a dream, and he said, Jared Kushner must go. And I said, Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law. And he said, if he does not get these snakes out of his cabinet, he said that he will, if he gets a second term, it will also be unsuccessful. So right now, what I'm currently doing on the side, I'm communicating with some people in his administration, trying to kind of go undercover and prayerfully praying that he tweaks some things. But I'm in total agreement with you. If there are some things in his behavior that does not change, as well as those that he's allowing him to give advice and that condone some of the behavior and some of the aloofness that we see, I do not believe the second term will be successful. However, I do strongly believe that the Spirit of the Lord revealed to me, and you guys can call me, and I'm not saying you, but whoever's watching can call me a false prophet afterwards if you want, but if it doesn't come to pass. But I truly believe he's going to get a second term. And I truly believe under that second term, from what the Spirit of the Lord told me, that he will do more for African Americans than any president ever has. I believe that I will be a voice in his ear concerning that. Like I said, I've already made some connections. And I believe that he's going to have to eat some humble pie, and he's not going to just get to choose in the season who can come on board and who can't. So basically, I agree with everything you're saying in the natural realm. Like I said, everything I say about this, concerning this, is based off the prophetic realm. What I see in the future, what I know is happening. It's funny because they say there's power in a name, and my name is Cadence, which means timing, perfect timing. And oftentimes God will give me like the perfect timing of what's going on in a situation. And I can tell you right now, the man is being humbled. There's people being removed from the cabinet that shouldn't be there. And I pray to God that if the Lord does give him a second term, which I truly believe he will, that he will handle this administration differently than the first. If he doesn't, what can I say? However, I do know if Kamala, and I promise you, like I said, time will tell. Y'all can call me a false prophet. If Kamala and Biden run this thing, we will, by the end of their term, even in the middle, be a totally communist country. We think that this corona shutdown will last in ways that we've never seen. And the economy will totally crash. China will take over, and we will see a Chinese and Russian invasion. I promise you that. It sounds radical. It sounds crazy. But I'm making the best choice for what I know in my spirit is best for the country right now. It has nothing to do with race for me. The race issue, like I said, yes, I agree with Black Lives Matter completely. I just don't agree with the fact that the Democratic Party and George Soros birthed the movement in order to use Black people and to take the funding for their own democratic interests. I'm wanting to see a revamp of Black Lives Matter. Actually, what I've come up with is MAAG, Make African Americans Great. And don't even say Make African Americans Great Again, because the truth is, no, the U.S.
We've
has never
never
been great. Never has.
We've never been in a sense. We you know what I'm saying, we've come up, but it's always been a sense of oppression in this country, well, in the world, period. But you said something earlier about Jared Kushner. Now, that's his son-in-law, correct?
Correct.
Now, he's the Jewish son-in-law that's married to Ivanka. Is it Ivanka? Yeah, Ivanka. Now, he is over peace and security in the Middle East. Yes. Now, the Bible talks about this. Now, if we go to first, what was it, Thessalonians 5:3, we, you know, I mean, and after we're talking about bringing peace in this world, it's going to be a bunch of stuff that's going to happen right after that. So it's a lot of things that are in play that people are, you know, it's like if things don't, if people don't get moved out of the way, it will be a war. It will be some destruction.
Absolutely.
It will be some
Absolutely.
crazy stuff going on. But it's like, okay. Thessalonians 5:3 says, Paul is explaining the nature of the day of the Lord, a reference to the time when God's judgment falls on an unbelieving world. This will occur after the rapture, a bodily removal of all Christians by Christ. 1 Thessalonians 4:15-17. The day of the Lord will catch unbelievers by surprise. They will think the world is experiencing peace and security, but suddenly destruction will come upon them, just as labor pains gripped a pregnant woman. Unbelievers will enjoy a false sense of peace and security at the beginning of tribulation, but the peace and security will not last. So, for everybody who is, you know, whether you're for Biden, whether you're for Trump, whatever the case may be, the thing is this right here: there's going to be some tribulation that's going to hit this world. Period.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you know, we think that, you know, what we're dealing with now with Black Lives Matter and black men getting hung in a tree and all this other stuff like that. Because I didn't see Trump say anything about the many different black men and women that have been killed senselessly. He even made fun of George Floyd, which was a death that went viral across this world. He made fun of him. And I'm just like, and I mean, and Cadence, the reason why I'm asking you this is because, you know, I know you have a lot of family and friends that are people of color. And I'm like, how does that feel when you see this stuff every day and you're surrounded by the people that you love that look like me, you know, and you know, you support Trump, who obviously to me doesn't care.
And like I said, that is the area out of his entire administration that I have a problem with. But I have to stick to, many times we can see who someone is in God. And you know this, you know, just because I can tell you're spiritually mature before their process is over. And so I believe in the finished work in him that the Lord revealed to me would happen second term. Um, I'm not looking at things in the natural. I look at everything in the spirit. Uh, and all I can tell you is I don't even really know much about Biden or Kamala, about what they stand for or anything. But I know the Spirit of the Lord told me it would be the woman riding on the beast, taking over this nation. And it would really be a 7 year, I mean, the chips, everything, it would be coming. So God told me, despite Trump being a character, he is God's pause button on the new world order agenda. God's not looking at like, okay, gay marriage right now or abortion. It's like psychology, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What is most important? You know, people say self-security and then they say eating, you know, food, and then they say shelter. And so the way the Lord showed it to me was like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Heaven is looking at like, okay, what is most critical in the earth right now? Because there's not one, you know, every leader is anointed for a different assignment. You know, Obama, there's things that he did that probably Trump couldn't do and never will do. There's things that Trump will do, you know, that Bush never did, and so on and so forth. And so I believe that Trump has specifically been called out to be a pause button to the New World Order. And that is why he's constantly breaking us out of the Paris Agreement, pulling us away from the United Nations, pulling us away from allies that he feels like will be to our detriment. One thing I was concerned about is I saw the trade war that he has provoked with China. You know, putting 25% on tariffs is pretty astronomical and sounds pretty insane, putting us back into almost what seems like a Cold War. And, you know, that is something that is also questionable. I've been praying about China a lot, but if you really get into and study who is really connected to China, it's the Biden administration. But that's something I found out after the Lord started dealing with me in China and Russia. I was in China and I was in Russia, coming back from Sri Lanka in December. And I was in China the day that coronavirus was announced to the world. And I said, Lord, what is this about? He said, China, Russia, I put you there strategically, and the virus. This will hit the United States. Went back to the United States. First report was there maybe a week later. I was sitting at Starbucks with my brother, and I said, this is going to sound crazy, but God told me this will be on the level of the bubonic and black plague. Surely it has played out this way thus far, and especially the winter reports that we have coming in right now. So despite Trump being foolish, God sent King Cyrus in to save the Jewish people, and Cyrus wasn't even saved. And in spite all the stuff that he's doing, I believe and I truly know that he is heaven sent when it comes to stopping us from going into globalism at this time, which will introduce the one world currency and bring us into that tribulation time prematurely.
I'm sorry, my camera went out. I apologize.
That's it.
Okay, so I'm watching everybody. We saw Paula White the other week. We saw Paula White the other week. She was praying to the angels in Africa, and
I don't know what that's about. What is that about?
I couldn't tell you. I thought it was weird, and then she got mad because everybody was clowning her. I want to say this: Trump is a celebrity. Trump has never claimed to be a man of God. Trump has never claimed to be an anointed vessel of God. Trump said he don't even need Jesus. Now, those were his words. Mm-hmm. He said he don't need Jesus. He got this, in so many words. Mm-hmm. And so everybody that's saying that Trump is an anointed vessel of God, in spite of this man saying that he don't need the Lord, it, to me, it's like, as far as evangelical Christians go, and just Christians alike that are saying that, oh, God is anointing him. I'm like, this man is telling y'all he don't need the Lord. Like, he has his money, he has his power, he has his gold, he has his fame, he has good, he has his Boeing jets, he has, because when let's say January the 21st get here and this man steps out of office, this man is going back to a posh luxury life. He's going back to his Boeing jet with Trump written on the side. He's going back to his hotel that's laced with gold overlays and things. His house down here in Palm Beach, up there in New York, over there in California, over there in Dubai, all his land. Trump is going back to a wonderful life. He really doesn't need a check from America, to pay him for being the president of the United States.
Right.
He's going back to his celebrity life. Trump even said when he got into office, this was just a joke for me. Like, it was pretty much, it was like, I didn't think I was going to get it, but I was just doing it just to be doing something. He said right there that this is really not something that I wanted to do. I just wanted to say I did it, And so with that being said, every action that he's done thus far, again, this is his TV show. Mm-hmm. This is his TV show.
And I'm not in disagreement with you. I believe that he says a lot out of pride. I believe he says a lot out of backlash. I believe he says a lot out of feeling attacked and egotism. When he said he didn't even need Jesus, I think even that was said out of, some egotistical, sarcastic moment of feeling attacked in the moment. So, there's a lot of things I've said and done, that people could be like, she shouldn't even preach the word of God. She shouldn't, but the Bible says, I will have mercy on who I have mercy on, and I will have judgment on who I show judgment to. And we don't know why some people are set aside to be vessels of mercy. Is Trump some consecrated, sanctified, pure vessel before the Lord? No, but I know that the man is being used for a purpose. And the only thing I can tell you is I know that purpose is to put a pause button on the New World Order to stop the globalization of the United States in order to keep our nationalism in the place that it needs to be. And there's some areas he needs to wake up. He needs to do something for the African-American community. And people can bring out statistics and numbers all day and say, well, he's done this and he's done that and he's done this. But the truth is, people need to hear it out of his mouth. They need to hear it out of his mouth. And I agree with you. I believe
He
that the
does.
reason
He really does need to.
yeah.
He really needs to say something and vocalize that, because at the end of the day, and you know what I'm saying, like you said, Trump is, they're supposed to use you. I wish they would use people like me, because it's like you need somebody from the opposite side to say, not in a sense to bring confrontation, but just say, hey, if you're willing to hear what I got to say, this is what needs to happen for these communities, these people that don't look like you, you know, the people that look like this, not like this. These people out here, it's so much racism in this world as it relates to people of, we're all people of color, honestly, because we all colored. But as far as black people go and brown, it's like, what is the hatred for? Like, we're in 2020. Like, why are we hating somebody merely because they're black? Why are black people getting beat down by the police and the cops, and everybody feels like it's okay? You know, and I feel like as the president, you know, it's your responsibility to speak to this as well and put something in place to say, hey, for the boys in the blue, like, y'all gonna have to change this up, because it's too many people being killed at the hands of officers. We saw George Floyd, and there were so many other people before George Floyd who had the police officers' knee on their neck. You get what I'm saying, Cadence? It's crazy, because it's like, if the person got pulled over because of a ticket, that's one thing. But why are we being so aggressive towards these people? And then, because me personally, I told my people like this right here: if you see it, you need to step in, because there's no point in just sitting there and recording it, because you're literally recording somebody getting killed and you feel no way about that.
Right. I agree.
So I mean, I hear you, and
Hello?
I when it comes down to the Democratic Party, because again, when it comes down to Black Lives Matter, there's a whole bunch of stuff involved with Black Lives Matter that people are not aware of, but all they see is say their name, which that's people that are over the Black Lives thing. They're conjuring up spirits, you know. And then as far as it
Right.
relates to the movement, people are collecting money, but for what? What are you collecting money for the Black Lives Movement for? We're out here marching, because I march too. Okay, she's gonna have to come back on, y'all. I march too. Okay, I march too. And these folks is out here collecting money. Where the money go? Where the money go? We just collecting money and that's it. Okay, I think Cadence got kicked off. Okay, we waiting for Cadence to come back on. Yo, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, Cadence coming on. And I know I see some of y'all comments and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. In order to move and to do things, you got to be able to effectively have conversations. It's not all about being negative and fighting and always being aggressive and just going in on people. Cause like seriously, y'all, like you're not gonna go nowhere. I'm not gonna stay stuck right here on this damn YouTube. And I said that, I'm saying it out loud. You can hit that donate button right there on the side, right there. I'm not gonna stay stuck here on no damn YouTube. Baby, I'm gonna be able to have conversations. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. So hold on. Let me see where she is. Let me text her really quick. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, she says she's trying to get back on. Who's texting me? Thank you, Thais. Thank you all for coming in with an open mind. Who's texting me? Okay. 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 She says she's in a very bad area, and she's gonna call. We're gonna do a part 2 to this and everything. We've been on 40 about 40 minutes already. But listen, let me go in this real quick. And you said bring Roland Martin in here. Let me tell you something. When it comes down to people like Roland Martin and everything, and I heard Jamal Bryant and stuff like that. Everybody wants to beat up on Paula White. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna make this very clear. While these Negroes are out here beating up on Paula White, these were the very ones who put Paula White in the position that she's in right now. And that is in reference to the church with Zachary Timms. T.D. Jakes, Jamal Bryant, Hilliard, all of these folks were the very key people that put Paula White in that place. Now, y'all feel some type of way about what Cadence is saying, but let me tell y'all something. I am not responsible for what Cadence feels the Lord showed her, whatever the case may be. Not responsible for that. But what I do know is this right here. Everybody was prophesied. Can we go here? Can we? Hello, saints. Praise God. Saints, Anks, Democrats, Republicans, all y'all. Y'all was out here prophesying, Karen O, that Trump was gonna win. Marcus, I wanted Marcus Rogers to come on. Everybody was out here wanting to buy him, said the seat gonna change and all kind of stuff and everything like that. Okay, y'all prophesied, and by a landslide, Joe Biden won. Now, again, if Trump is still going to do something politically to do things within this country, because he's still going to be a former president, okay? If Trump is going to do something, okay, cool. But make sure your mark is on this world. Make sure you leave a mark on this world that says, at least I tried. Because so far, the 4 years that we have had with him in the office, it wasn't trying. It wasn't that, okay? It wasn't that. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. It wasn't that at all. So I'm here, and I respect everybody's thoughts. I respect everybody's opinions, because at the end of the day, you cannot effectively, y'all hear me, especially y'all that want to have a platform. You can effectively, Gerald, hold on, Gerald, let me put you on here since, where you at, Gerald? Gerald, I want you to come on, okay? Gerald, you come on real quick. And we not fighting. We not fighting with Sister Cadence. I want you to come on. Hold on. Let me get you, Gerald. Okay. We cannot effectively have a conversation, right? We cannot effectively have a conversation if it's a bunch of chaos and confusion, and it's a bunch of he say, she say, he say, she say, and a bunch of fighting. Again, what we're doing right now is we're mixing church and state. Now, I was told that you're not supposed to mix church and state. Now that's what I was told, that church and state don't mix, but seemingly everybody's mixing and mingling. Okay, now I don't care how much we prophesy, I don't care how much we, feel something, whatever. This is a different arena as it relates to church and politics. Everybody's out here got a word from the Lord. Oh God, Gerald.
What's up, bro?
Hey, brother.
Your thing breaking up. I can't hear you.
Give me 1 second. Let
Maybe
me
she
refresh.
was in a bad area. Hello, everybody. Listen, wait for my brother to get back on.
Can you hear me now?
It's
Is
real.
It's
No,
not?
I can. It's like you skipping.
Let me try this one more time. Hold on.
All right, let me get my other phone so I can kind of like record it and show you what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I did with my other phone.
Okay, what about now?
No, bro. It's staticking. I'm trying to find my other phone so I can show you what I can record and show you what I'm talking about. But it's staticking real bad, bro.
Okay, you go out, come back in. I'm gonna refresh mine on my end.
All right.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay, there y'all go. There you go. All right. Gerald,
Say something, bro.
can you hear me?
Can everybody else
Now,
hear you though? Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Can everybody else hear you?
Yeah, they said They said okay. They said it's your phone because everybody can. Because it sounds like you're like it's like that's what it sounds like. Well, to me, but everybody said they can hear fine.
Hold on. Let me get my headphones. Hold on. Let me try my headphones.
Okay, go with your headphones. So anyway, y'all, let's keep this thing going. Here's the thing. While we're so concerned with who's sitting in the White House, does anybody have a word from the Lord about coronavirus? Does anybody have a word from the Lord for coronavirus? Hello, somebody. Is anybody speaking in tongues about coronavirus? I just want to know.
Still doing the same thing. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, just keep talking. Don't worry about it. They said they hear us both. I think it's just this system. I don't know what it is.
All right, I just come back on another time, bro.
Huh?
I said I'll just come back on another time.
No. Hold on.
I can't hear him, y'all. I'm sorry. His is real staticky. His is real staticky.
It's still doing the same thing. But anyways, Jerry, I want to hear what you have to say too.
I got you. There you go now. There you go now.
It's better?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, it's working now. You good?
Okay. I everybody out here prophesying and carrying on, and this is not a cadence. I want to make this clear. This is not a cadence. But so many people are out here prophesying about the election. But do y'all have a clear prophecy about the coronavirus? Do y'all have a clear prophecy about these folks losing their jobs and carrying on? God, the Lord is only speaking to y'all about coronavirus. I mean, about the election.
Oh, yeah.
I'm confused. I'm not confused, but I'm very much so confused because I'm like, so the God that you say that we all serve, that you serve, that we supposed to be serving to, is only concerned about the election right now.
Right.
Ain't nobody got no clear airway to the Lord himself to say, hey, God, like, what's up with the coronavirus? Like, is it gonna end anytime soon? Are we gonna be able to go back to work? Can
For
I
real.
hug my grandma again? Can I see my grandparents without being between a glass and carrying on? Like, what's going on? Does anybody know? Huh? Does anybody know what thus said the Lord? Okay.
Bro, I honestly feel like people trying to get clout. This is what I honestly feel like. I feel like people are trying to get clout. People are just saying that God is saying stuff, and God ain't saying none of it. I don't believe, like you told her, you cannot say what God told someone, but I can tell you this. I believe that from what you speak in my life, I can say if I feel like that it's not for me or that it's not lining up with the word of God. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we talking about her or we talking about in general?
We talking about it. We're not talking about Cadence. No.
Well, let me say.
No, and the reason why I say that, Jared, and I know a lot of people may say, "Oh, Mari, you just act like that because that's a white woman," or you try to. No. Like, listen, y'all. Like, for those who know me and those who follow me, y'all know I can rip somebody's ass in two, no problem.
You're trying to get an understanding.
I want there to be a clear understanding, because again, I'm not trying to go into having a conversation with somebody already with my claws out, because again, you can't win people like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Listen here. Now we quoting all these scriptures and stuff.
She definitely need to be won over.
I feel a cussing spirit about to roll up on me in a minute. Oh, we cannot effectively have a conversation when we already going in it with a mindset like, oh, I'm gonna get you right now. No, like, I want to hear what you have to say, and I don't want to argue. I want to be able to effectively have a grown conversation with somebody else and not be like, bitch, what you said? No, I want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched her live, Gerald, and honestly, like, I saw where she was combative with the people in the comments, and she and I talked about that. And the person that was on the live is so different from the person that I talked to on the phone. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you really talk to people, you're able to understand, okay, this is where you coming from, this is where you coming from. Because again, here's my thing. Honey, if you can effectively have a conversation about this, who knows what other doors you may be able to walk into. I don't want to be known as the black man that's always fighting with somebody as soon as they get on their platform and they show. I don't want that. I don't. I'm not trying to kiss ass. Oh, there you go. I ain't trying to kiss ass. I'm not trying to sit up out here and kiss nobody's behind, tuck tail, or just no. I want to be able to talk to you. Like, really, make me a correspondent, okay? Donald Trump, Uncle Joe, make me a correspondent. I promise. I promise I'll make you proud.
Bro, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, you my brother and I love you. Let me tell you something. I feel where you coming from, but see, I'm totally different, because see, the thing about me is that, and that's why we different. The thing about me is I don't want to be nobody correspondent. I want to be my own correspondent. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that if you can be bowdy on your Facebook page and on your YouTube page and on your website, then when Gerald Jackson called you for a sit-down interview, don't be scared to accept that invite. Because what we're going to talk about is facts. We're going to talk about facts of the case. Now, but go ahead, because, you know, I love you, bro, and I respect your platform, and I respect you. So, you know, but whatever, you know, I just wanted to say that. Don't be scared. Be bowdy about. I'm going to.
Oh, no. I'm not scared.
No, not you. I'm talking about somebody who, like her, you know, like, I feel like that she would have got checked on my blog, because I would have dealt with facts. I would have been like, first of all, ma'am, Trump is not going to win. How is Trump going to win, ma'am? And the results will come out that Joe Biden has won. You know, that's just me.
That's what I had in the beginning. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like,
okay,
Joe Biden has won, but everybody's prophesying. I'm like, and I mean, and see, to me, and I was going to get into this before her thing cut off. This is what makes the church look crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Like, like the world, the United States has spoken,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I was even watching a segment today, and they was talking about how Joe Biden broke records, like world records, when it
Mm-hmm.
came down to people voting, the electoral college and the popular vote. The man got 70 some
Mm-hmm.
million votes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And he probably would have got 80 million votes if it wasn't for the dead coronavirus people. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, because some of them
but I'm
voted
just
before they
like,
died,
at
but
the
the
end,
votes still count.
but I'm just like, there was no fraud. Like,
It was no
I
fraud.
mean, but you know what? And I said this weeks ago. I
Mm-hmm.
said they're going to take their time and make sure
You did.
every vote is counted,
You
because
did
they're
say
trying to
that.
make sure this man does not have not one excuse to say that he was done wrong. But no one, no one, no one was able to give facts, proof, or receipt of fraud, because everybody kept asking, where's the fraud?
Right. Right.
And I mean, it was CNN and ABC was cutting folks off because it was like, well, it was fraud. Cut.
Cut.
Listen, we gonna move
Move
on
on.
because y'all gonna come talking this mess.
Yeah.
Ain't no fraud. They was cutting people off because it was like, listen, everybody took their time and tallied these votes. We
And
not gonna count 70
mm-hmm.
million votes. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We not gonna count 70 million votes, and then we finna be talking about something. Well, we gonna put 10 million over here, and we're gonna put 3.
Right. And you know what, brother? This is my thing. This is my thing because I deal with more. I'm more in the news. You know what I'm saying? For what I do. But this is the thing, bro. Still to this day, the Trump campaign has not been able to show voter fraud in court. Their only arguments are is that their people were not able to get close up to watch the counting. Not only that, their other argument has been that dead people has voted. Well, do you know that the Associated Press and CNN, including Fox News, called the same people that Trump tweeted out that were dead and spoke to them over the phone? And they confirmed that they were not dead and that they voted for Biden and that they would have had to been dead to vote for Trump. So that was some shade that they threw. But the thing about it is there's no fraud. There has not been any fraud. And then Trump just fired the man that is in charge of making sure that the elections are secure because he said that there has been no fraud. And my thing about it is, why hasn't you filed any lawsuits in the states that you won in? Not only that, how is it that a voting system is changing your votes to Trump votes, to Biden votes, and not changing the Republican people votes to Democrat people votes in the House and Senate? You know what I'm saying? So it's like your claims are baseless. There's no merit. They are unfounded and they are true. They're untrue. So it's like I don't even understand where she getting that he's gonna be reelected though. So
I mean, and I'm just like, my next question is, okay, so when Joe gets in office, are we rehiring these people again?
I don't listen. I honestly believe that Joe Biden, because I've said some things about Joe Biden. I've said some things about Joe Biden, but I had to realize that if this country want to heal and this country want to move forward, we need him. You know what I'm saying? I voted for Joe Jorgensen, but
I'm gonna tell you something.
I
Now,
don't think
I'm,
it's safe to
I'm
rehire
gonna
those
cut you
people.
out real quick. I'm gonna say this.
Sure.
Now, if Pete Buttigieg was to get in there, baby, I was waiting. Yeah. if Pete Buttigieg was to get in there, I'm telling you, I had already said, I said, you know what? I'm voting for Pete. I want to see a gay man in office.
Yes,
I
Pete
want to see
Buttigieg.
that, just like I want to see Hillary Clinton in there. I want to see, because right now we're gonna have a first gentleman.
Look, ain't that something? Gotta go let somebody order.
We gonna have a first.
Gentlemen.
We gonna have a first gentleman. So I mean, I'm like, hey, let's just go ahead.
Second gentleman, bro.
Huh?
I think it's the second gentleman. Is it the first or second? Well, it's the first gentleman, but the second gentleman. We talking about Kamala boy husband.
Yes.
Right. It's the second gentleman, but really the first gentleman.
Who was the first?
No. Well, what I'm saying is that he's the first ever gentleman to be married to a presidential or vice presidential.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying he's the second gentleman, but he's the first. If you get what I'm coming, if you get, well, maybe I'm not making any sense.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And again, she said she's gonna be home in about. Ricky said Joe Biden ain't the answer though. He hired someone to be part of his cabinet who wrote the. Okay, y'all, listen. Y'all still holding on to the 1994 crime bill. I'm like, look.
Darius is crazy, man. Who is this dude? This dude is crazy.
Wait, what did Darius say?
Darius said she left alive because her table at Go to Corral was ready.
Y'all stop. I'm serious, y'all. Like I'm here.
You already know your followers, though. You know your followers. It don't matter how much we get on here and say y'all just keep it low key tonight. They love us. You know they gonna go in, even when we try to be like, okay, y'all. You know, so it's how we made them. We made them like this.
Yes, and see my followers. They already know that I will go in and see with Cadence. I'm moving things around because this is not battleground. This is not battleground. Like when I need to read, trust and believe me, I can pull it out, no problem. But it's time to leave the messy gossip church mess alone because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Fuck these pastors. Yes, I said it. Fuck these pastors, baby. They raggedy, they nasty, they dirty, they grimy, and all they want is just your money. Now what? Y'all want to keep talking about these raggedy behind listen, I don't want to hear about John Gray. You know what? I give it this. In 2 weeks, he gonna put out another statement. In 2 weeks.
I'm sick of him.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, he gonna put out some more stuff. In 2 weeks, I promise you, he gonna put out some more stuff. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these oops and uh-ohs and boo-boos. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. Y'all forgive me. Nope, sir. But tired.
This is my thing. This is my thing, bro. This is what I don't understand. Bro, listen. Why is she still with him? This will be a question. Now, this will be an interview question I will ask her. Why are you still with Lil Baby James? Why are you still with John Gray? Why are you still with him? This man has cheated on you. He has humiliated you.
Time after time.
Is it it got to be the check. The check can't be that long. How long is the check? So, in other words, the people of his church is paying her to stay with him. Because obviously they still there after all this. Listen, the first time you cheat, I might give you a pass, Pastor. We all fall. But the second time, and I might even not even do that. The second time, oh, me and my phone. Man, this man don't want you. Because if he wanted you, you would have been on the jet instead of her. If he wanted you, you would have been getting all the, you would have been eating some of that baked pizza that he I'm just saying. Why are you still with him?
Listen. And then he out here.
It ain't about the looks.
He didn't posted a picture. I don't know what type of shot that was or whatever the case may be. She in this little chiffon dress and I'm like, girl, first of all, let me tell you something, Jen. Now this is off subject. I'm so tired of these folks. They want to just these preachers and women in canon in the church. They want to get Coca-Cola bottle shapes. They want to get the BBMs and canon. Like wow. I thought the Bible talked about modesty. Now I ain't talking about
Modesty
looking all
appearance.
old fogey and carrying on. Baby, y'all want to have ass and titties and can on. Y'all want to be high and lifted up, and y'all want to be stuck out and can on. Y'all want to have shapes and curves and I'm like,
not how I lifted up. Shout out to your
I'm like, why is all the church women want to have big booties and carrying on? Help me understand, like you. Okay, so we okay, all right. Hold on, Jill. It just fell in my spirit. Baby, we done went from wanting to buy them no more sheets to baby take off the sheets to put on half the sheets and carrying on. Honey, we listen here. Juanita came out talking about deliverance and carrying on and sanctification, baby. We don't want to be delivered no more. We want to be holy hoes. That's what we want. Holy hoes. That's
not holy
hoes.
Friend, holy hoes.
Holy hoes.
Friend, you know what? That's like I said. I want to know why she's still with him. Like I want to know why Erica Campbell still with Warren Campbell, and he around here makes some fucking these, you know,
praise God,
digging doo doo out of these boys' hole and dropping it back in her pussy like it's a toilet.
Ah!
So we want to know. I just don't understand, friend. What? Give me, friend. Give me 2 reasons you will leave a relationship, friend.
You cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
You treat me like shit,
mm-hmm.
and you publicly embarrassing me.
Okay.
And I'm out here looking like a fool.
Okay.
Because if I say that I love you and I'm with you and I'm rocking with you,
period. That's it.
Oh, wait. So Pamela Cotton said, so we supposed to be shaped bad. Come on, John. No, no, baby. No, mamas. Listen to me, sugars. Listen.
He recommends the gym.
Listen, I do. Listen, I want all my ladies. I want all my women's. I want all my women to look beautiful and voluptuous. But baby, at the end of the day, why are you getting all that ass set back there on your back there? Okay, I just need to know why you got all that back there. Because again, it's only so much you're gonna be able to wear. And when you get up to preach, like, honey, I don't care, gay or straight. We looking.
Oh Lord. Oh God.
Oh my God. In the jeans. Yeah. Hallelujah.
I cannot with you, man.
What's that?
So when y'all gonna do part 2?
So she is, I guess when she get back home,
when y'all gonna do part 2?
She gonna inbox me and let me know. Wait a minute, let me see. Hold on. She messaged me and she said, hold on.
They up there talking about Warren Campbell. Look what I done got started. I shouldn't even
you know what you're doing, Jared. You know what you're doing.
I might need to go and give my brother the receipts before other people try to, you know.
Somebody said, what in the...
But the only thing I didn't agree with her about was, first of all, I just didn't like all the Lord said. And then I just don't understand. Now, this is me, brother. I just don't understand how you can support Trump and then support Black Lives Matter, because Trump don't like Black people. The only thing that Trump has done for Black people has not been on his own conscience. It has been because of these rich, wealthy Black evangelicals, white evangelicals, or whoever that has gone to him to try to get something out of him. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. And the only reason they deal with him is because he give them big tax breaks and all of these cuts and all of this stuff. But he ain't wake up and say, you know what, I want to do something for the Black community. And not only that, this man said that he was the least racist person in the room.
That's what he said, though. He did say that.
So basically what you saying is, I don't like Black people, but you will never hear me call them an nigger. You get what I'm saying? That's basically what you saying. That's just like if I said I'm the least racist person in the room. It's you. I don't like white people, but you won't never hear me call them a crocker. You You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, and then you told the white supremacists to stand back and stand by? What? I don't understand how you a trust, but I don't understand. And then I kind of feel like that if she was within Trump's circle, some of the stuff that she's saying that he needs to work on or this and that, he would have been kicked up out of the room because you ain't about to sit here and tell me what I need to work on. I'm the president. That's just how Trump is. You know what
Well,
I'm
see,
saying? If you
it's
study
like
him.
I told her. It's like I told her, if y'all really want some people to be on staff, y'all gonna hire me. I'll be up there. I'll tell you what you need to do. I'm gonna be Medea. I'm gonna be Medea in the room. I'm here for the check, but I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. Because at the end of the day, I'm a black man who lives in this America world, and I'm not gonna sit back and take this foolishness. I am not my ancestors, okay? Now, my ancestors are African and Indian. I am not my ancestors. You will not be chopping me down. You will not be shooting me. You will not be hanging me up in no tree. Damn it, I'm not going to be out here. That's why the Bible say watch as well as pray. Now, y'all going to quote that scripture, damn it. The Bible say watch as well as pray. The Bible also say have peace with all men. And the Bible also say I have you not to be ignorant.
Yeah.
Peace be still. Because my peace is made of steel. Okay? And I'm not going to play with y'all out here. Y'all talking about y'all evangelists and Christians and carrying on, but y'all don't have no problem seeing black folks get killed.
And that's another thing I don't like. Why hasn't the president of the United States said anything about all of these police officers killing these black people? The only thing that he said about any recent police shooting was when in the debate, the moderator asked him about the George Floyd situation, and he said, I called George Floyd, and George Floyd's going to get justice, but it's all after someone asked him to say something or do something. It's never he just, say, well, let me make a public statement on the police killings and all. It's not. It's nothing that when it comes down to that, it's nothing that nothing that his done on his father to his success. And if his father was there today, I just don't understand how you can support the two. It's just like, how can you serve two gods? You must love one and hate the other. So I mean, look, but that's her prerogative. That's her.
That's why I
That's
said.
her.
That's why I said in the beginning, I don't particularly have an issue with Cadence. I don't have an issue with her. Her views are her views, and that's that. But as a person that is supposed to love God, be a Christian, and you got white family, you got black family, you got black friends and carrying on, and all this stuff like that. How do you feel when all of this stuff is going on? And she responded, and she said, she feels that Trump's administration and Trump needs to do something about that. But it's
But
not
but
only.
but but
It's not.
but she didn't say how she felt.
Wait. I was just about to get to that. It's not just about what Trump needs to do. It's about what you do. You get what I'm saying? It's about what you do.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
again, I don't care how much you support Trump as a person. And I think she was hitting on it, but she was talking about her prophecies and stuff. But as a
Right.
person that is
Right.
gathered around niggards and carrying on, at the end of the day, like your heart has to feel some type of way when your brothers or your sisters are being slaughtered out here. Hear me? When your sisters and your sisters in the Lord are, and their children, and they're getting notices that their children were killed by police officers or hung up or found dead. And you know what? When Cadence come back on, I want to ask her, how does she feel about that little boy who got killed in Louisiana? How do you feel about that? Because that, how do you feel? How do you feel
You
about
talking
that
about
one
Kawan?
who was killed in California and who was hung on a tree right outside the courthouse? How do you feel about that? Because as a black man, Wait a minute. Hold on. Slow your roll. Darius, we're trying to respect John wishes. This is but hold on. What y'all talking about down here in the comments? Cause I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Let me pause for a cause real quick. Do I want to do it, Mario? Do I want to do it? Let me tell y'all something. I understand that it's y'all opinion. I respect you all's opinion. But this is my show, okay? Ball may not like my guests or what they say, that's fine. But I'm just gonna tell y'all like this. Y'all, we ain't gonna win just out here talking shit to people. Like here, listen here, if you don't like what they saying, tune it out and wait for the next comment. Whatever, y'all. Gerald, go ahead.
No, you're right, brother. But yeah, like what I'm saying, like, you know, like especially when you asked that question, I was definitely waiting to hear how she felt about it. And the thing about it is that, you have a point. You have a point that at the end of the day, it don't matter if we drag somebody on interviewing them or not. They still gonna have that view. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna have that view, and they still gonna believe what they want to believe. You can't make somebody. You know how hard it is to get people to get delivered. So how do you think it's gonna be so easy for you to persuade somebody to believe only what you believe? But we have a right as well to believe what we want to believe about an individual, about a person. If we think you good, we good. People think you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, call me what you want. But you like you said, we and I feel like with the comment section that saying the B word, stuff like that, I understand that get thrown around, what I'm saying. Just want to respect our brother, or whatever. So, but like you said, though, what I'm saying, bro, this is your platform. We have no other choice but to respect your platform. Because I love you. You're my brother. I love you. I'm gonna respect your platform. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm interested in seeing the second interview. I was just like, girl, all these prophecies. I'm just like, and it's like every single time she was getting ready to speak, it was just about she was just trying to prophesy. And I'm like, okay, are you gonna answer the questions? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, I mean, but like you said, though, I really want to know, like, what do you have to say about the Kawan? Because what happened to him that's crazy, bro. Like his face kind of looked like Emmett Till's. You like that is what happened to him, and I haven't even saw an update on that yet. You have an update on that?
Ain't no update.
Ain't no
Ain't no.
update. And then for the police to come and say that he probably swimming, how you gonna tell me what my child probably at if I'm calling you to file a missing police report? Man, this is crazy. It's some crazy stuff,
He
man.
probably swimming. I got your swimming.
Man, I'm like, what in the world? So I definitely want to, yeah, and I think you ask her that again, what she feel, because I want to hear her answer on that. So
Yeah. So while we waiting on Cadence and everything like that, y'all, I really do appreciate y'all being on. I'm very grateful that Cadence came on, and I know she was out eating at the particular time or something, but she was at the restaurant. But
right, man.
but yeah, hopefully she's at the house and she's going to inbox me. Matter of fact, let me go. Hold on, because I got Jasmine Sullivan playing in the background.
Yeah, good job, bro. Keep up the good work. Keep up the
Jared,
good
I
work.
appreciate that. I really do
I
appreciate it. Some people are really out here with the
Yeah, keep
foolishness,
up the good work, bro.
and I'm not. I wish I had something else to do. I wish I had a different platform. Oh, you
Keep
know
up,
what?
keep up the good work, bro.
I am on Spotify.
I saw. I saw. I gotta go. I'm gonna go up there and subscribe today. Matter of fact, I'm about to do it right now.
Every other day. So y'all go over there and subscribe to the Spotify. Okay, praise God. Listen, Jerry, I'm gonna call you right when I get off this because we gonna talk
All right, bro.
like we want
All
to
right, man.
talk.
I love you, bro.